It's Week 12 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Roquan Smith. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Rams and the Vikings, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah. 2
touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 25 carries for an even 100 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. McCarthy. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. All here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. McCarthy. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back. Assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Off the play fake. McCarthy looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he rips that one incomplete there. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's got his tight end Fant. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to... He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. As the first half is winding down, and the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far. Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Mullins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. One more time with Dobbins. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off play action. McCarthy. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown. Noah Fant, 65 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even...
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. A third down gain of 19. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shaquille Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. They're going to look to throw. Law had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him up there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. For the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Looking to throw. McCarthy trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. Kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, you try to take away something positive from this game. They bring in the final whistle, get